welcome back to some zombie time. This is London Falling.
Whoa, look at
London
this.
is falling, dude. Get on the double decker.
Dude.
Get on the double decker.
Look
All right,
that.
there's a box here.
Oh my god.
Punch.
This is, I'm assuming, I'm just going to say
think-
this, correct me if I'm wrong, this is Trafalgar Square.
You got me on that one, friend. I'm from the U.S. We don't know anything outside our country.
You're
I'm sure that's what people say. U.S. is fat and stupid.
No, maybe no one has ever said.
You know what I
that.
really like is, you know,
What?
how that you know what is said, chats and everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
If the U.S. is so fat and stupid and lazy and bad at everything, why are we what we are?
I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to be mean and rude about it, I'm not like this. What would you call that? A nationalist? I'm not one of those flag waving
like super ultra
patriotic. It's not that I'm
type.
not patriotic. I am patriotic,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah,
not.
you love your country.
I'm not patriotic. Us against them.
You're not blinded.
No, I'm patriotic against people in my own country. You know what I mean? I have my beliefs versus their beliefs. I don't compare my country to other countries. That's not where my patriotism is. My patriotism is infighting with other citizens that are ignorant.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because other countries, I don't know. I don't like speaking on things that I'm stupid about. I have no idea about what other countries do and where they stand and how things are seen. So I know how it is internally here. So if I wave a flag and say I'm patriotic, it's internal, not external.
Yeah. You know what? One of the best comedians talking about patriotism. You know, like the saying is, and it's the most well known in the U.S. is proud to be an American.
Okay.
And one of the I can't remember if any of you guys remember, hit us up on Twitter and remind me of it. George Carlin, I think it was his name.
Yeah.
He was like, what do you mean proud to be American? You can't be proud to be where you're born. You didn't have a choice. You were born here. Pride is reserved for something you've accomplished in your life.
Right.
You can't be proud of coming out of your mother's vagina in a country.
Carlin was ruthless, dude. He was a ruthless comedian.
But he makes a good point.
Oh,
like,
no,
you can't
very
be proud.
logical.
You didn't accomplish anything. You were just born here.
Yeah.
Like, do something.
Now,
with your, then be
on the
proud.
other hand, though, what if you're an immigrant and you escape like bad stuff in your country, whether it's poverty,
and
whether
you made
it's
it in America,
a dictatorship,
or
and then
job.
you come here, you go through the actual proper steps of becoming a citizen, and then you work your butt off to make the American dream. Then you could say, I'm proud to be American because I worked to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But isn't that weird though? What you're saying is only immigrants can say that they're proud to be American.
Yeah.
But I always thought that was like the funniest thing, and it's not just relevant to America. It's like relevant to any country. Proud to be Canadian. Proud because they say that even here.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know.
I just don't. You know, a perfect example of this came just the other day, just this last weekend. There was a CSGO major tournament happening.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Which is hugely European.
It's dominated by the Europeans. They are incredible teams. They have incredible dedication to the game. Well, 2 American teams made it out of the first round, which American teams rarely qualify for the majors, let alone make it out of the first round. And one of the American teams beat Fnatic, #1 team in the world.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a fluke. It was an incredible double overtime game. Really good game. Right?
Yeah.
I like to see good games, not like flukes or blowouts. I want to see a back and forth, incredible game. Anyway, when it came to the next round, the semis, or the quarterfinals, the 2 American teams had to play each other. And I'm like, oh, man, that blows.
They had to
but I'm like, well, that guarantees one of them is going to go to the semis.
Yeah.
So the team that I like, Liquid, actually made the semifinals. All right.
Oh, really? Nice.
Now the only
Where are they from?
They're from America. I mean, but they're all they're all over. But they do have one Ukrainian player. But that's America. What people don't understand about America is we're a hodgepodge of cultures and nationalities here. That is America. You can't say, well, that's not an American team. You got a Ukrainian player. Yeah.
Well, America and like Canada was based on
immigration.
It was Europeans.
I mean, you look and you see like a picture of someone. You're like, oh, that's an Asian person, and they're just they're straight up. You know, they don't speak any other language but English. They were born here. You know. So anyway, when it came to play, they played my other favorite team, which is Luminosity, which is a Brazilian team. Really good team. Really good team.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this kind of blows because my two favorite teams in the whole tournament are playing each other. And everybody's like, Luminosity's got this. They're top 5 in the world. You know, arguably top 3 now, even farther. But long story long, the crowds, USA, USA, USA. I'm like, come on, dude. I mean, I understand that you want your team to win. Not just because it was held in the United States. I don't hear other places where they're like chanting that. They'll chant the team's name or whatever it is. It's like sometimes American people are just dumb.
Well, I think it's those instances I think that causes issues that the rest of the world sees that. They're like, and because it's not, like you said, it's not common for other people. Like, they may be patriotic, but not at that. And in all honesty, I don't see the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Having that much love for your country, the problem is that it's abnormal for others, so it seems like over the top.
It just feels weird to me. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying, to me, I'll chant liquid, liquid. But here's the other thing. When they start losing, then the chants go away and you sound like an idiot. You know what I mean? It's like the whole prima donna frontrunner thing. Oh, I like the Lakers because they're winners and they're going to the championship. The Lakers were in last place this year. I don't like the Lakers. You know what I mean? It's
I really like this team.
Like your team, win, lose, or draw. Like, you know, if you're gonna chant USA, chant it all the time. Do whatever. It's just weird. It feels weird to me. So, just to let everybody know who may not have seen it. Liquid, they're like, Luminosity's going to win. You know, Liquid is a good team, but they're just going to get beat. First game, they had so it's a best of 3, first to 16, and they got to the point where they lost like 6 in a row. They was 6-0 or something like that. But then they got up to 15-9.
Oh, really?
15-9. That means game point. 15-9. They lose in overtime.
Oh, really?
That means they went 15-9, 15-10, 15-11, 15-12, 13-14, 15-15 goes in overtime. They lose in overtime. All right, next map is their map choice, right?
Yeah.
They're up 15-6. They lost the game.
Who was up 15? Liquid, okay.
And they lost. They got 2-0'd, and in both games they were up 15-9, 15-6, and they lost both games out of the tournament. And I was crushed. I wasn't crushed. I was mad. I'm like, call a timeout. You have coaches. You guys are professional players. Just call a timeout. Stop. Put your thumb in the plug of the. You know, it's like, my God, you could just literally see it folding, crushing before my eyes. And that's, again, when people like, do you like watching sports? I'm like, no, I don't actually, because one, I can't, not that I would be able to do anything in that.
But you have no control
over
it.
I have no control. I could coach anything because I know people, right? I'm not saying I could play, but most coaches, most good coaches, a lot of good coaches aren't players, they're coaches. They're teachers, not players. I could teach because I know
they're managers. They see what others can't see.
Yeah, and I could do that, and I would stop the bleeding before it got all crazy, you know? They could have won. They could have went to the finals. Luminosity ended up going on to the finals and winning. They're the world champs. Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, is it already over?
It's over.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a $1 million prize purse.
$1 million. So the winning team
money.
got $500,000.
Wow, $1 million.
It was crazy. It was really fun. But you look, they had a good showing, and they went farther than I thought they would. And in my mind, here's what I said. I don't expect them to win. I don't care if they lose as long as they don't get blown out or choke. The first round,
it's a hard fight.
The first round, they beat Fnatic, #1 in the world. The second round, they 2-0'd another team, and it's like, dude, they're doing good. Then they get in the third one, the quarterfinals, and they choked because they had leads in both games. Don't choke. Just make it a good game. If you lose, you go out with your head held high. They choked, man.
That's not good.
They choked, and look, these guys have coaches standing behind them. There should be no reason not to call a timeout.
Can they do that? Can they call timeouts?
You get one timeout per side.
Really? Did they not call a single timeout?
No, they did, but too late. Like, they called a timeout at like 15. And here's the thing. You got to remember about CSGO. It's not like it's gun to gun every round. You just keep losing. You lose twice in a row, you're on pistols. You're on an eco buy.
You're on a massive
And
disadvantage.
as soon as you go on eco buy, you're basically guaranteed to lose the next 2 rounds. So they did was they beat them, eco, beat, eco, beat, done. And people say, well, how do you lose that many in a row? It's like, wait a minute. They got to 15-6. So at some point, they went on a crazy run. If one team can go ahead, another team can come from behind, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And the thing is, how can you do that? A lot of people say, exactly. It's human nature. You don't get down that you're down. You say, hey, we're good.
Keep fighting.
These guys did it to us. We can do it right back to them. They switched sides. They did it right back to them.
They got up to the point where they were in the lead.
Yeah.
And then they lost it. So clearly they were capable of doing it. The other team figured it out to fight back.
Yeah,
they
the
had to
ability
do
is
the
there.
same.
The ability is there to do it. And it's just, I like seeing that. I like seeing teams. Luminosity is a team that is super solid in the head, right?
Yeah.
They're good head players. You know, they're in the game, professionals. So it was unfortunate, but again, once if you have 2 teams that you like, when one falls out, you root for the other one.
Yeah.
And they won it all, man. They did good. It was a good tournament. Good turnout, dude. They had like a
and
million.
even if your favorite team loses, you can still respect the winning team if they were like dominant force. You know what I mean? It's like, wow,
and that's just it, right? They
awesome.
came back, and it was just an incredible game. So it ended up being over like 1 million viewers concurrently watching this thing, even in the quarterfinals, dude. It had a huge audience. It was really good for the CS:GO community.
Yeah, I never
People
really
talk about
got
League
CS:GO in the beginning.
League of Legends and all that. This is like right up there with it, big time.
Oh yeah, for sure, for shooters and stuff like that. And I know Call of Duty is getting more publicity.
Yeah.
But I don't think maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see Call of Duty as big as the CS:GO.
No, it's because the CS:GO thing's a worldwide thing.
Oh yeah,
Call of Duty, our Call of Duty championships is more like U.S. championships.
Yeah, it's very U.S. centric.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're gaining ground.
But
like,
you know this, dude. There's a lot of CS:GO teams that are like Hastro's, Envious.
Oh really?
The French national team, the French team is Team Envious.
Okay.
TSM, Team Solo Mid, which was the League of Legends team, was the Danish team. Now they went out on their own. But FaZe is in there. FaZe is and they're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're in CS:GO now, eh?
Yeah, they're not American teams either. Like Hastro's over in France with Envious. Now Envious is really good, but they just been on a losing streak like crazy. But you've seen the CS:GO team or the Call of Duty teams go into CS:GO and actually form these teams up, and not just doing it in America because it's easy. They're doing it over internationally.
Yeah. When you're on the world, then it becomes a lot harder.
Yeah. Then a lot of League of Legends teams, CLG, Counter Logic Gaming, Cloud9, Team Liquid. They have StarCraft teams, they have CS:GO teams, they have Call of Duty teams, they have.
Aren't some of those like the League of Legends and like StarCraft and all those other ones? Aren't like, if you're looking at it from global numbers, aren't those leagues like much bigger than MLG?
Yeah,
I thought they were like huge, like they're like
they are big. The weird thing about the MLG is they got involved because it was an American tournament, and it was and Valve said this is going to be a major. But when it's over like in Europe, it's ESEA and Faceit, and they're different. It's not MLG. It's still the governing body is Valve. They dictate dictate whether it's a major or not. It was actually just really fun to watch a bunch of people, seeing a bunch of people watching it, and it was really good games. They were really good. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
I used to watch like a lot of like NBA and stuff like that with Raptors and stuff.
Yeah.
I do not watch any competitions anymore. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just busy or whatever. But
I just can't. I get all it almost. It's gonna sound weird. It almost ruined my day. Like, because I got so mad.
That's just it. You get so invested.
I'm so competitive when it comes to
stuff like that. You know the players.
I'm
You know the players.
I'm like, you
get to know
guys,
what
you're
they're
right
capable of.
here. You could do this, and
Yeah.
you see them full. It's not like they got blown out of the water. No, they had both games in their pocket and they choked it, and it just drives you nuts.
Oh, someone got the cheat.
Well, I figured you're gonna go for the ending on this one. I got a shotgun right away, so I wasn't able to build, which
Okay.
is more fun for me. 'Cause I get to burn them, batter them, burn them alive.
Burn. Brap, brap.
Yeah, shotgun in your face, London falling.
Did you know the first and only time I've ever been to England, despite that half my family, because I'm first generation Canadian, so half my family is in Denmark and half my family's in England.
Right.
Or Britain, rather, because I have Wales and all that other stuff in Scotland. But I've been here when I was 7 years old, and I have memories of it, but I've never been back. And I have
Well, you went to Ireland recently, right?
Yeah, I don't think I have family in Ireland though. At least I don't think. I'd have to find out, but majority being first generation Canadian, majority of my family's not in Canada.
Right.
You know
Hey,
what I
run around over by the Pack-a-Punch and tell me if you feel like the ice effect of
Okay.
sliding.
Anyway, not really.
Run on this side of it, my side, right up my.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, there's
Like
a
I slid
Yeah,
behind
there
it.
was, there was.
I slid behind it, dude.
I remember Trafalgar Square. I remember being here.
Yeah.
That's why when I saw it, I was like, man, I don't know why, but I was like 7 years old, dude. And all I remember is trying to save a pigeon that I saw that was injured, and I put it in a box because all the other pigeons were attacking it.
Right.
And then I walked away, and then it was years later, my grandparents, that's where I was with them, they're like, yeah, we didn't let you know, but the second that you walked away, the
Yeah.
other pigeons flipped the box over and killed that pigeon. I'm like, oh my God.
No, some gun-carrying Brit walked up to it and shot it in broad daylight.
No, but I mean, there's so many pigeons there.
That's
It's
supposed
like,
to be a joke. No one gets that they don't have guns.
yeah, exactly. Billy Bat,
Yeah, I was trying to think. What are the cops called?
Bobbies.
Bobbies? Yeah, he walks up with his little club.
Yeah.
See, the thing about in America, if the cops had clubs, we wouldn't have any cops.
Yeah, they don't be dead.
The criminals, the bad criminals, carry AK-47s here.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, concealed SMGs.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, like, say you're in like some like war-torn area, Ukraine, Serbia, Bosnia, something that's seen some pretty bad stuff through the years. You kind of, in the environment, you expect weird, crazy things. Here, you could be at the mall, and some dude opens up an AK.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's so scary about the U.S. People don't realize that. Yeah, it's crazy. Then they see YouTube videos of people who shoot guns and are preparing with their survival bags and all this, and they're like, these guys are loco.
Yeah,
Well, we are and we aren't.
maybe not so much.
You want to go get a Starbucks and someone opens up on you with an M4 in the parking lot. You're like,
Holy crap.
hey, there's a gun problem in America. Well, there's a drug problem too, and the drugs are made in Colombia, so.
Yeah, exactly.
These are like topical zombie games, man.
Yeah, what's up? We have like major discussion.
Is there an ending? Oh, it's right here.
Wait, this ending right here?
Oh, that's it right there. Ooh.
Yeah, I think it might be happening randomly here. I am completely out of ammo.
Are you? Here, this
There's
will
no
help.
there's no zombie counter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Does that help?
No, because I have
You can stare at them.
I have no.
Here, there's
No.
ammo right here. Ammo time.
Oh no! Oh dude!
What happened?
It's going down.
I'm on the ice. I'm on the ice. You gotta come over by the ice, dude. It's more fun.
What is up with this? Why is it?
Slide to that side of it. Ooh, right here. Oh, oh no!
Oh shoot! I don't. Have
It's
a good weapon
dangerous
here.
there. It's probably wintertime in England.
Oh! Wow, it's super dangerous there, man.
It's wintertime in England, so there's that invisible ice on the ground.
They don't get a lot of ice actually, or snow. They get a lot of rain and gloomy weather, but
Rain.
all right, enough of this. London has definitely
London falling. Oh, dude,
Oh.
I had the German machine out, man.
I know, it was delicious.